Today, we're exploring a very important aspect of General Conference, the traditions that make this day a memorable experience for Ensign College students. Like me, I can't watch it without eating ice cream.
General Conference isn't just a time for spiritual messages, but a time rich with family traditions and communal gatherings.
Let's discover the unique ways students celebrate this day.
What is your favorite General Conference tradition?
I love getting together with friends. Sometimes we buy cute notebooks and we just make a nice decoration and we make notes about the conference and we discuss as friends later after that conference.
So at my house, actually, my mom makes her homemade cinnamon rolls every General Conference weekend, and so that's usually my favorite, is getting to look forward to the cinnamon rolls.
I love to prepare questions and just look at areas of my life, write those questions down, and then see both during conference as well as throughout the next 6 months to see how Heavenly Father answers those questions both directly and indirectly.
Lately is being watching the General Conference with my husband, and cooking.
Well, I just watched the General Conference after some breakfast with my family.
Taking notes is pretty good for me to keep it in mind if I forget something, I will look at the notes. And
I don't have much tradition. Usually in my country, I used to go to the church and we watch all together as a ward. But now I used to go just in my living room if I don't have tickets to go watch the General Conference and take notes of what the Spirit tells me.
I really like to actually dress up like a Sunday with dresses or skirts, or like actually make the effort to be presentable, and that way it reminds me that it's something special.
What is your favorite tradition?
My favorite tradition is really to discuss what I learned from the conference with my friends or my family members, and also kind of work on looking for things to apply that would have learned from the conference.
Well, with my family, we usually had all that weekend just scheduled for General Conference. So we used to make some cookies, and all of the family used to come here because some of my siblings live outside of my city. So all of them used to come to my house, and we used to watch it with all of the siblings and nephews and nieces. The whole family was there.
My family, we actually buy chocolate milk and donuts early Saturday morning. We wake up super early to be able to go to the grocery store so we can gather those two things before we watch conference, and we eat breakfast on Saturday morning, chocolate milk and donuts. And then on Sunday, my wife and I, we make homemade crepes.
My favorite tradition is eating popcorn in the first Saturday morning.
What is your favorite General Conference tradition?
Just spending time with my family and cooking and eating all together.
My mom comes every 6 months for General Conference, so I love to come with her.
So, before, when you used to watch the General Conference on the chapel, you used to have a big lunch with everyone from the stake together. Now we watch from home, so I don't have many traditions now.
Probably breakfast as lunch. So with my family, we prepare all the breakfast stuff and then just serve it in between the sessions. So
It's always been to bring my notebook since I was before I was a missionary. My dad gave it to me, so I used the same notebook since I was 18.
Well, I think it's just being with family. Sometimes we go to our grandma's house, and we usually have treats. I love to take notes. I'll basically transcribe the whole thing, and it's really fun.
My favorite tradition is I always make banana bread during the talks at General Conference, and I watch it with my friends.
The favorite General Conference tradition is when I get to sit behind my laptop or my TV with my journal, and then trying to write briefly what the prophet and the leaders are saying. It's really it's something that I love doing a lot.
My mom makes these awesome cinnamon rolls every time. So I love having cinnamon rolls, and we always gather together at least, even if everyone else is busy, we always gather for the Sunday morning session.
We used to go to Little America all together as a family and go to the General Conference, translate for our language. But that was a long time ago. Now we just watch general conference together as a family.
With my family, we usually watch general conference at home, and we all get really comfortable with PJs and stuff, but we all do notes since we were very young. Like, I remember being 5 and my mom was like, if you can write, you gotta do a drawing of general conference, and then we talk about it later while we stood out to each of us.
So I always try to have a question before to see the general conference, and after that I always have an answer, so it's awesome because I have a great revelation.
I don't know them, but what I used to do, I pray for people who have been assigned to give talks and just for them to be inspired to say the things I want to hear.
So one of my favorite traditions is to just get together with my family or my friends and just guess how many temples will be announced, and I just love doing that so much. It's just so fun, and you just get so curious and trying to guess how many temples are going to be announced.
My favorite tradition is gather together with our friends, and usually we keep pajamas because it's the only day you can be pajama on Sunday, and eat something yummy. Yeah.
Well, back in my country with my family, we'll get together with everyone in the stake and just see it at church, and then after between the sessions, everyone will just eat outside. It'll be really nice. But now we just go to the Temple Square. We take food and just eat in between the sessions. So that's really cool. Yeah.
I go down to Sandy, and with my whole family, we watch Sunday evening conference, and we have lunch before.
What is your favorite general conference tradition?
Every Saturday morning, my mom makes cinnamon rolls for our family.
You're the 3rd or 4th cinnamon roll so far.
I usually like to be in a couch, and that's me. I really like to be comfortable, and I like to take notes, of course, and I like to buy a pizza the day before so I can reheat it on the oven. Yeah.
I think it's just how our family just always watch together, especially after the main general conference. My mom always take me to watch Relief Society or those messages for teenagers. I think that's my favorite tradition.
Something that I like to do with my family when I'm home with them is we have a few different meals that we like to prepare every conference, so that's really enjoyable. And then I also will always take time to watch at least one session by myself so that I can really focus.
Oh, okay. Well, we usually we're just all in pajamas, right? We're just listening. But the best part is just we're all in family, right? We're all sitting there listening to the prophet and the apostles. So that's awesome.
It's to eat lunch between the general conference, and we talk about what's your favorite talk and what do you like the most about the apostles' promises and blessings. Yes.
I think growing up with my youth class and stuff like this, we would always, after the general conference, make a competition together. So we would make our leaders in the church, they would make a quiz, and we would divide ourselves into groups and try to see which one would win and have the answers for all the questions in the quiz. It was really awesome.
Like a bingo game. That's awesome.
What is your favorite tradition?
Just going with my family and enjoying time with them while we listen to the prophet's words.
As we've heard today, General Conference holds a special place in the hearts of students here at Ensign College. We're excited for the upcoming conference and encourage everyone to tune in and find messages that resonate with them. Thanks for joining us today, and a huge thanks to all the students that shared their thoughts. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to learn more about Ensign College, go to ensign.edu. See you next time.